Hey, how's it going, Walt? I'm so glad you could make it. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing good. We're just getting started on the game in the other room. Come on in.
Okay. So, what game are you guys playing?
It's a new game called Crux.
Oh, cool. What are the rules?
Well, they're pretty simple. You'll figure them out. All right, well, that means make my turn. Wear the hat. What hat?
What does that mean? Whoa!
Nice. Crikey.
Where did you get this game again?
Found it.
What do you mean by found it?
Well, it was sitting there on a park bench, and there was nobody else around. So I figured, must be mine.
I'm getting pretty suspicious of this game, and I don't trust it.
That's a real shame, though, because it's your turn. 6, nice.
Should have brought an umbrella. What does that mean?
Whoa, that's so cool.
I love this game so much.
It's my turn now. 3, all right. Enjoy your winnings. Nice.
Okay, it's my turn. 1. Enjoy the cat. What does that mean? Whoa! Better than the almonds, I guess. It's your turn, Walt.
I'm not sure if I should.
We have to finish the game. Read the card.
Your parents got into an accident? Wait, what? Mommy? My parents are in the hospital. I've gotta go.
Walt, gotta finish the game.
No.
We got to finish the game.
No!
Walt, we gotta finish the game. I just want to finish the game. 6. Take a trip. What does that mean? Show it to the camera.
We have to finish the game, Walt. There's no other way. Read the greeting card.
Is everything okay? Why are you looking at me like that?
I just wanted to take another look at you. One last time.
It's about closing time. You want to wrap things up?
I had a rough day.
Oh yeah?
Need to license my dog.
What kind of dog do you have?
Can't pay my rent.
Well, you must pay your rent.
I'll pay my rent.
Last call.
Mind if I smoke in here?
Can't smoke.
Hit me again.
How many shots are you gonna take?
I just wanted to take another. Look at you, accusing me of being an alcoholic.
How about you just pay me the $80 and go home?
Fine.
These are tags that cut off mattresses.
That's how I roll.
Freeze! This is the fashion police, and you're under arrest for crimes of fashion.
Oh, hey! This again, huh?
What?
Is that the toast with the smiley face card?
No.
Let me guess. You're inviting her over for dinner and you're making Indian food.
Maybe.
Did you get the Imodium this time?
I thought that's why you stopped returning my phone calls.
Yeah. A guy who gives himself diarrhea on the first date is a big no for me.
I've grown since then. I understand my limits now when it comes to curry.
Good. I also assume you understand that when you invite a woman over for dinner, you also offer her dessert. And a napkin. And a chair. And you have more than one plate.
I'll be back.
I gotta see this.
Jose? Hi. It's been a while. Oh, this again?
Yep.
Oh. The toast card, Indian food, and a movie.
You know I feel bad about that.
Well, if you're going to invite a girl over for Netflix and chill, you should have Netflix.
I technically had Netflix. It's not my fault my mom changed the password.
You also didn't have popcorn, or a microwave to pop the popcorn, or a bottle of wine, or anything else to drink out of besides a solo cup.
You watch my stuff?
Hey, Jose.
Oh shit.
It's been like years, man.
This again. Toast card, Indian food, Netflix, and a sleepover.
Yep.
Look, I didn't plan for you to spend the night.
I know. If you would have planned, I would have expected a second pillow, and sheets, and maybe some coffee in the morning.
And there were no towels. Or a shower curtain.
I had no intention of showering there. I don't think he even owns Clorox.
Hold my stuff!
Oh no.
Ladies, what are you doing tonight?
We're gonna go get drinks.
And talk about our ex-boyfriends.
Bye, Jose.
What?
I just wanted to take another look at you.
Girl, come on.
Jose? Oh, sweetie. This again.
Dear Finnegan, sorry I couldn't be there for your birthday. I'm on an Alaskan cruise with my personal trainer Vince. I hope you like your cookies. I made all of your favorites. Love, Grandma.
Aww. What? Where are my cookies? They stole your cookies? It's like I of the century. I'll be right there. How good. I just want to take another look at you. I'm telling you, they were right there. You've been signed. Yep, you are ghosts. Really? I'm scared. Everybody gets scared. I'm scared. What are we gonna do? We make us stand here. Time to get the kids to bed. You did it! You got him! My work is done here. Wait! I didn't catch your name! Call me Juno. What do I do if they come back? If that time comes, you'll know who to call. Is Becky doing the hard time?
We would have gotten away with it, too, if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Is this similar in my taste? I think so.
Hey there. What seems to be the issue?
Just some car troubles. I was wondering if you could just give me a ride right up to town. I just really appreciate it.
Well, what's wrong with the car?
Just a flat tire, but I was hoping you could just give me the ride.
Oh, I can do a flat tire.
Oh, hey, there's no need for that. You sure?
You said it was just a flat tire?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do to it?
Must have ran over a nail. I definitely felt something.
A nail?
Yeah, I got a guy in town that he'll fix it up right for me. You don't have to worry about it.
I got a tire repair kit here in the back. I can just patch it up here real
I don't
quick
think
for
that's
you.
anything you need to
No,
do.
that's
No, I
fine.
don't want
No
to use it.
worries. No.
Any other time, I'd take you up on your offer, but I'm already late, and I just really need that ride. It's my mom's birthday. So you're gonna drive me?
Yeah, I just want to take another look at you. Get in.
Oh, almost forgot something. For my mom.
Let's see if this is our guy.
What would this be? Number 4?
If it's the same guy.
Hey, Cooper! How's it going, boys?
I don't know, Eddie. You tell me.
Got another stiff. Definitely one of yours. See you training the new partner.
No partner. Just showing the rookie the ropes.
You're not staying?
Nah, I got somewhere to be. Stay here, get the experience.
You don't think we have anything here?
Nothing I haven't seen before.
This one's different. 2 sets of fingerprints. Bye, Cooper!
Little busy, Eddie.
Hey, Cooper! It's Eddie! Yeah, I got some info on your perp. Turns out that fingerprint from the card belonged to a Detective Nolan. Turns out the guy's deceased. Did you know him? Anyway, do you want me to check to see if he's got any living relatives?
No need. I know where they live. I gotta go.
Cooper?
You got a suspect?
Nah, got a lead though.
Can I get you boys something to drink?
We'll be quick. Just have a couple of questions.
We have reason to believe that Nolan may be involved in our current case.
Can I see Nolan's stuff from that day?
Okay.
A little busy right now, Eddie.
Hey, Cooper! I got some more info on the case. So I've been doing some digging, and it turns out that Nolan had similar lacerations to the previous victims. Crazy, huh?
I'd call you back.
Cooper?
I know where the last card's gonna be.
What's going on with you? You look like you've seen a ghost.
No time to explain. Let's go.
Hang on, you've been acting weird since the beginning of this case. I know I'm just a rookie, but even I can see that there's something going on here that you're not telling me.
Nolan was my partner.
Okay, so what are you saying? That your dead partner might be our killer?
I don't know. We're going to where he died. I just wanted to take another look at you.
Mean anything to you?
all so beautiful, so many flowers. I wish I could find every flower, every different kind of flower.
I think you're getting pretty close.
I don't think I'll ever get close. One time, I was out at your father's house. It was this beautiful morning, and I was walking on a trail that zigzagged back into the woods. And I walked over this hill, and there was this huge field of celandine poppies, bright, vibrant yellow. I'd never seen anything like it. I never would have thought that that was on the other side of the hill. There were no flowers anywhere, no evidence that flowers even grew there. It was a complete surprise. Just because I couldn't see them doesn't mean they weren't there. Even if you feel like nothing is around you, like nothing is happening, just wait. Be patient. What you are looking for is out there. Somewhere. I love you. I love you.
Welcome to Bangin' Basements. I'm Liz, your host. In this show, we try to sell basements that are bangin'. Today, we have a really sweet couple, Gina and Q-Tip.
Can you believe the audacity of these people? Don't they realize they have more important things to do than film this mediocre show for them?
Gina works in finance, while Q-Tip says that he's blowing up in the indie music scene.
Oh, you guys want to hear something? Okay, I get it.
Well, this is my latest song I've been working on. You know, it's just a little something. Wait. I got it. There once was a little cat. He named Stevie. Yeah, my last gig went really well. Well, except some kid took a shit in my guitar case. But, I mean, who celebrates their Sweet 16 like that? Seriously?
Let's not waste any more time. Let's get going. So here we have this beautiful Brandy leather couch.
Is that her definition of beautiful? It's tragic.
Listen, I'm just here to sell this basement. If we're being honest...
Hey! My son picked this out.
Oh, Jim, you're still down here.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I had to clean up from the last time. So you left a bloody mess.
All right, well, Q-Tip, Gina, this is your would-be landlord, Jim.
Huh? Yeah. Tall boy. I thought you was Gumby.
Okay.
So you live here?
Oh, yeah. I just live right upstairs. Y'all just holler if you need me, all right?
Well, let's move on to the master bedroom, shall we?
Yeah.
Please? I fear that Liz isn't hearing my needs.
Babe, we might need to downsize just a little bit, okay?
No, you might need to downsize. My Louise, come with me.
So, at this point, I'm just starting to feel like Gina and Q-Tip do not have their priorities in line.
Oh my god. You do not need 30 pairs of shoes. Nobody sees you in them anyway. You work from home. Nobody's gonna see you trotting around in your little Louis Vuittons.
Well, no one really sees you anyways, performing at these kid shows with your
go.
shitty songs and half-assed performances.
Here we go.
At least I have a real job.
Yeah, right. You always go there, and you know that I can't help it because I can't get gigs. You know I can't help that. I just need a minute. I'm sorry.
So pathetic. Q! Q! Can we just talk about this?
No.
It all started when I was a young age.
So that wraps up our tour, and the verdict is...
Well,
We'll take it.
Perfect. I will go get that paperwork. I'm so excited you guys have found a basement. I'm so excited.
Oh, what's this over here?
Take this. I'll take this over there.
This is a sweet card. Hey, babe, come check this out. Babe?
I just wanted to take another look at you.
I meant to have this all done before today. Everything's just been so crazy and I've been losing track of the days.
You really don't have to do
No,
all this.
no, I do. I have to do this.
Do you remember that absolutely tragic tie-dye cake I made you?
I don't think I could ever purge that taste from my mouth.
It was so bad.
And Dad was trying to pretend like, oh no, it's good. And then he was all like, hey, could you hand me the whisk?
Please.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
Please don't be like this.
Don't be like what?
Don't be angry at me.
I'm not angry at you, I'm just angry. I'm allowed to be angry. I never said you weren't allowed.
But this isn't healthy. This isn't how you're supposed to deal
People
with
cope in different ways. This is mine.
I don't want to see you like this.
Then why did you come back here?
I just wanted to take another look at you.
Well, here's your look. And if you want to go, just take this as your goodbye card.
Come on. Come on, where are you? Come back. I didn't mean it. You didn't mean it. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to do this. Please don't go. Please say something.
Hey Dad, I just wanted to get another look at you.
Oh boy, here we go again.
I actually got an invitation recently from your old mafia buddies. They wanted to know if I could fill your spot.
No, don't join those losers.
You'd make a great mafia member. That's probably what you say, huh, Dad?
What? I complain about the mafia every night. Why would I ever want you to join them?
You know, you're right, Dad. I would make a good mafia member. Thanks for the encouragement.
For your mother's sake, please don't join that band of hooligans.
Thanks for watching over me, Dad. I appreciate it. I'll make you proud.
For crying out loud, you know I'm allergic to those. At least bring me a beer or a burger or something.
Hey, Louie, you got two?
No, Tony. I ain't got no two. Baba Booey, go fish.
You do this shit all the time. I know you got it too.
Oh boy. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? And what are you gonna do about it, huh? Huh, Tony? What are you gonna do about it, huh?
Say Baba Booey one more goddamn time. I dare you.
Louie, get the door. Hey, it's just Johnny boy. Come on in, man. Alright, Johnny. Let me introduce you to the guys. First we got Louie, Scratch Face Beverly. Baba Booey, don't you ever forget it. We also got Tony, Avocado Piper.
Put her there, Johnny.
And I'm pretty sure your old man has probably already told you about me. Well, what's wrong with you? This ain't The Godfather. Oh, sorry. Listen up, Johnny. We're in a bit of a financial crisis right now. We're gonna get evicted if we don't come up with this month's rent. What happened to all your money? We spent what was left of it on that beautiful greeting card we sent you. First impressions are important, you know?
It's not wrong.
Well, then how do you guys usually make your money? Sell moonshine, drugs, rob banks?
All that stuff is just in the movies, kid. That's not for us. We think of more creative solutions.
But you see, fountains are running dry this time of year.
Well then, what about picking pockets?
No. Never again.
Never
again. Never again.
Well then, what about selling drugs? They're always in high demand.
You want us to... Drugs? Kid, are you out of your mind?
Yeah, it's a little too advanced for us.
How hard could it be? I mean, it's better than getting a day job.
Alright, gentlemen, let's be reasonable. The apple might not fall far from the tree.
Hey man, pull out your chest. Makes you look tougher.
Alright, cool.
You got shit, bro?
Bro, I can't believe that worked.
Nah, that was good, man. That was good. You got the money.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, what about this, shit. Why is that CPS, bro? Hey, bro!
Sorry, Frank. I guess I'm not cause being the mafia.
Well, I guess this is goodbye for all of us then.
Back to my mom's basement.
Gentlemen, not so fast. I've got our rent money.
What?
Wait, really?
Really?
Yeah. I sold my rings and my kidney on the black market. Got 5 Benjamins for those suckers. Baba Booey!
Hey, son. I hope life is treating you well. It's been a long time since I've seen you, and I'd really love to see the man you've become. From things I've heard through the grapevine, you've really been becoming somebody, really becoming yourself and blooming. I know I've missed out on a lot of beautiful things, and I can only hope that maybe I can see some, maybe time is not up, maybe we could still make up for this lost time. And I don't expect you to read this right away. You can get back to me whenever, but I really would like to see you and talk to you again. I miss you. I miss you so much. I wish I could be there to see you do the things you do, to see who you are as a person and what role you play. Love, Frank. Hey, Martin. Why haven't you answered my letter or returned any of my calls?
No answer is an answer, isn't it?
Son, I just wanted to take another look at you. I miss you.
Good morning, and welcome.
Why have you come here?
I just wanted to take another look at you.
We said no more.
I just thought I could get beyond this. Get beyond this.
You need to go.
You need to go.
Or be doomed.
Or be doomed.
So what if I am doomed to this? At least I chose to be here.
Get out.
Get out before it's too late.
Too late.
For about 5 minutes, and suddenly he says, "I found it," but I knew he was lying because I found it and I put it in my pocket like 5 minutes earlier. He is the king of all cheaters.
Oh yeah, he used to cheat with his putter, even off the green.
Great breakfast, Mrs. Pinkney.
Okay, we all know Dad cheated on you like forever ago, Mom.
You know where else he cheats? He cheats around the green. He always moves his ball marker. And I mean, he always grounds his club into the bunkers.
Oh, I'm sorry, Don, are we making you uncomfortable?
Kicking the ball into the fairway. We should start calling him Pele, huh?
Mrs. Pinkney, is this...
And I mean, he's a fluffer. I mean, he's fluffing all the time. He is the master of fluffing.
Mrs. Pinkney, is this real sausage gravy?
Oh, Larry, my dad might be a fluffer, but you are a motherfucker, okay? Like, an actual motherfucker. My mother.
Crystal.
Never.
Crystal.
Ah, we make love. And watch your language in front of your mother.
Why the fuck are you dating this jackass?
Mrs. Pinkney, I love your biscuits.
And her muffin ain't that bad either. Speaking of muffins.
Oh, no, you don't. You know you can't have that. Besides, I made vegan, gluten-free bran muffins just for you.
Oh, I just want to take one more look at you.
Oh.
So where is Mr. Pinkney? He's been gone a real long time.
Does my dad even know about you two?
Well, it's none of his business anymore.
So that means no.
It's okay, sweetie.
Well, basically, Larry is my dad's business partner, so I'm pretty sure that would make it his business. Don't you think?
Mrs. Pinkney, I understand you love bird watching.
I like to look at the birdies on my scorecard.
Oh, come on. You like bird watching. You remember that time we saw the Williamson sapsucker last fall? You liked that. That was fun, wasn't it?
It looked like a woodpecker to me.
Well, that's because a Williamson sapsucker is a kind of woodpecker.
Oh, I don't know about a sapsucker, but anyway, if I had a sapsucker on my thing, I'd go to the doctor and get some penicillin.
Oh my God, you are so disgusting. You are literally a pig.
On that note, I think I'm going to go look for Mr. Pinkney.
No, not literally a pig. You mean figuratively.
Literally.
No, not literally.
Oh my God, you're not going to believe this. It's Mr. Pinkney. He's
what? Spit it out, boy.
He's what?
I don't know how to say this, but do you know how Elvis died?
Oh my God.
He really is.
Dead.
Literally. Literally.
Thank God, I finally get to eat some food. So good.
Hi, I'm calling about the audition. Okay, so just the one line? Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, in an hour? The audition in an hour? Sure, yeah, I guess I can do that. All right. Thanks, see you then. Bye. Okay. I just wanted to take it. What the? Mom! I just wanted to take. Mom, you gotta stop calling me. Okay. I just wanted to take another one. I just want to be able to read this line. I just wanted to...
Hey, do you want to smoke a doobie?
Sure, yeah, I guess. It'd take my mind off all of this.
Do you got any?
I might. Let me check my stash. Yeah, all out. I'm bone dry.
Well, you look pretty busy with your audition, so I'm just gonna let you go.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
I just wanted to thank everyone who's been here for me. My mom, my dad. I wouldn't be able to have this award without them. I just want to thank you all. I just wanted to...
Nacho cheese!
I just wanted
Honey. Honey, did you get my call? I was calling. I just wanted to take another look at you before you go.
Seriously?
Well, I know. Yeah, with the audition.
No, Mom, I gotta go. I gotta go.
You really do. You're gonna be perfect. It'll be great.
Love you, Mom.
I love you too. I don't know how she can do that. Oh, just like people looking at you and all that stuff. It just drives me crazy. But she is always been her own person.
Hey guys, welcome to the 48-hour film challenge virtual Q&A sessions. I'm here with Dora Chow and his team. The guys made the film A Dark Knight. Super subtle reference to something. I'm not sure what. I'll have to watch it a couple more times and figure it and about the 50 other clues that were left in 5 minutes. So welcome, fellas. Who do we have here? Introduce yourselves and tell us what you did in the film.
Well, I guess I'll start. My name is Dora Chow. The team is DC Visive. It's pronounced Visive, by the way.
Thank you for that.
And I'm the director. I got everyone involved, and I pretty much wrote the majority of the script, and yeah, pretty much helped create the whole thing.
Awesome. How about you, Kevin?
I'm Kevin Moore. I joined the team. I helped with script editing. I acted, of course, and was behind the camera quite a bit as well, and directed one scene. So
nice.
I'm Perrin Carpenter. I guess I mostly just acted as Detective Tim but other than that, I guess I helped some with ideas, and my camera also came into play because Dora's died.
Mine died.
Oh, right.
In the tunnel.
It's good to have friends with gear, right?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. So when we were drawing names or when we were drawing genres last Friday, what you guys pulled drama? What'd you think? Was that a good choice for you? Were you happy?
It was a win. It was a win. Because we got comedy last year, and we're like I've said before, we're not funny. so getting drama was pretty cool because one, I've never done drama personally, and it was kind of nice to kind of put myself in that position and see like, okay, do I have what it takes to be in this genre or be able to make a film with drama.
Yeah. Are you happy with how it turned out?
Yes, absolutely. The crew, like when we were storyboarding in Kevin's apartment, just like everyone, fun fact, like I was really trying not to mention Batman because I'm actually the Batman fan. So I was like, okay, don't say anything Batman. And then I forget who it was, but somebody said, oh, let's do Batman. And I was like, okay. So like then after that, like just all the ideas that we had previously kind of just started binding together, and we were able to make something cohesive, at least in my opinion. So I was actually very happy with everyone's performance and just the end product, even though like it could have been better, but you know, I think it was excellent. I think it was excellent. I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, you guys did a nice job, and yeah, in 48 hours, like what do you expect, right? So it's yeah, you guys did a great job. How'd you come up with the idea to use the line of dialogue the way that you did? That was super creative.
We actually came up with that pretty quickly. Like that just kind of came to us going from the whole like greeting cards having to do with like murder, and then it kept just flowing from there until we got to that point. So
and that's like I think I was the one that mentioned Zodiac Killer, and then after that everyone kind of like took that idea and was like, oh, we should, I think it was a skater Landau, that's like David's girlfriend, some other kid named David, the guy who played the dead body. I think she came up with the idea that the line of dialogue should be in the greeting card. I was like, we all went for it. It was cool.
Yeah, great idea. I mean, I thought that was one of my favorite ones this weekend. So yeah, it was neat to see you guys do that. Let's just talk about Eddie's character a little bit. I loved like every time he said, "Hey Cooper," I mean, that was like, yeah, that's so awesome. Like he was so enthusiastic to see him every time. So let's talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, I just kind of, when we talked about Eddie, we were already kind of as akin to the Riddler, and we wanted him to be very like wise and kind of schemy, but we kind of went the other way and made him more like a fanboy. So like a kind of a person who just is looking for a friend, and he's this really respectable detective and tries too hard. So
Love it. Yeah, so that was a great part of that was, like I said, that was one of my favorite things. And then we can't have a Dora film without a fight scene in it, obviously. Like I figure no matter what the genre, unless the genre is no fight scenes, there's probably going to be a fight scene in it, right?
We almost did have a film without a fight scene. Dora was trying to skip out on that.
Oh wow, interesting.
We had like at least a longer fight scene, but unfortunately, I made the executive decision just to cut that out, and I think it was the right move, in my honest opinion. But it was supposed to be more like Batman versus Bane, type of fight scene. But it is what it is.
Yeah, and then you guys, I saw someone posted, I think you posted like that fight scene, like a cut of it on Facebook the other day or yesterday or whenever it was. So it was neat to be able to see that ripped from the movie. So that was neat.
I think the best part about that was having Coulter. Dora walked up to him and goes, "We're not doing the fight," and Coulter's like. And then after talking, we kind of needed something because we had this buildup of just a lot of talking. We needed a buildup of drama. We needed an introduction to the villain character, and the way they did the fight, it was good to kind of do it last minute because it was kind of rough, and it was better to watch because it was such a more of a struggle because Coulter's a big guy and he's very capable of handling these fight scenes, and it was just so cool to watch him be so vulnerable, especially as that character.
Yeah, I thought it worked. So well done. So any closing thoughts? We're kind of wrapping up on time here. Any closing thoughts on the film and the 48-hour challenge in general? Like, what was your weekend like leading up to making it?
It was sleepless. It was stressful. It was brutal, but by the end of it, I would say I enjoyed the entire process, even though I was banging my head against the wall, pretty much the most of it. But it's it's a good thing. It was a good feeling. Maybe I'm masochistic, but I had fun with the people that I had around me, and it was a great experience. And I just want to say thank you for doing this and hosting this and taking time out of your day just to have something out for us to do. Is really cool. So I enjoyed it immensely. Thank you.
You bet. Yeah, and we're glad you jump in and do a film every year with us, and always exciting to see what you put together. And thank you guys as well. So all right, that wraps it up. Thanks guys, appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Yep. Welcome to the 48-hour film challenge Q&A virtual Zoom chats. I'm here with Kelly and Anastasia. Okay, perfect. Here with you guys. Thanks for joining me here for this chat. What do you think of the 48-hour film challenge this year?
It was a lot of fun. Hectic, but I mean,
it definitely was interesting trying to do it with the whole COVID thing. So it was small, it was us and then one other person for our entire cast and crew. So it kind of made things a little more difficult, and everybody trying to wear as many hats as possible.
Yeah.
Exactly. So cool. Well, how'd you, so you guys drew drama. Were you happy with that selection?
No.
Man, we were really hoping for comedy.
Okay. Darn it.
Drama is probably my least favorite genre of film. So
I feel like it's definitely not my normal writing style.
Yeah.
But it kind of that's why it's a challenge. It pushed us to try something new, and it was a fun experience overall.
Yeah. Challenge is built right into the name, right? So good. Good. I'm glad you did that. Are you happy with how it turned out?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it ended up running a little bit longer than we originally had timed the script at, so we had to cut things a little more abbreviated than originally intended, but I'm really happy with the product that we actually put out.
Yeah.
Good. So what was the weekend like? What was the process like? You were sitting there watching our live feed, and then you had drama, and you heard the line of dialogue, and you heard the prop, and then go. Like, so what was the rest of the weekend like?
So yeah, as soon as we got all the information we needed, we just like stopped watching the live stream, and then we're like, okay, we need an idea, because we had ideas kind of in the back of our head for all the other genres. Basically, we were just really banking on not getting drama. So I'm sitting at my desk, she's sitting on the couch, and we're like, okay, what? Think, like, trying to force creativity, and then she's just like, hey, what about this? And I was like, okay, we could do something with that. And we're like, let's try to think of some other ideas, and we couldn't think of anything better, so we decided to go with that. And
So what's your first thought?
Like 2.5 hours to write, and then we spent the rest of the evening storyboarding, figuring out what we wanted to like wear and stuff, and coordinating with a friend to use their house. And then Saturday we just had to go out and get some props and other supplies, and
then we wrapped on filming by like
6 o'clock,
6ish.
Okay.
And then straight into getting everything onto the computers and edited.
Yeah. What camera did you guys use?
We used a Canon T6i and a T7i.
Okay, nice. Very good. Did you guys use lighting? Did you guys do any lighting in your room?
Yeah,
a little bit of lighting.
We had a couple of ring lights, and then like a small LED panel that we used.
So like not a lot to pull from lighting wise, but we tried to make it work.
Yeah, for sure. That's what it's all about, right? What's your filmmaking experience?
I went to school for broadcast news.
Okay.
So I have like the TV sort of background, because we did do some newscasting during that, and we've worked on some independent films previously.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I know at least one of you did our 48-hour challenge a couple years ago too, right? Yeah. So cool. Well, thanks for coming back and doing it again. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, exactly. What was your favorite part of the process? What did you like about it?
Oh man.
I think just that for me, at the end of it, we have something to show for all that work.
I really couldn't pick a favorite. I mean, it was all kind of fun. So.
Good. Yeah, the whole point of, so we almost didn't do it this year. We the theater's open, so we could have done a screening, and things are just crazy. So, but we thought, wow, this is a really good opportunity, because I know a lot of people have just been at home sitting on their couches for the last 6 months, and this is a good opportunity for people to get out and actually do something. And
yeah, absolutely.
like you said, do it safely and have fun with it. So, we had 15 teams turn in films, and what I'm hearing is that everyone had a good time with it. So that's awesome. Which one of you did the editing?
I did.
Or is that, okay. You've done some editing in the past before, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Any interesting stories from the shoot? Anything go well or go wrong, or?
From shooting, it was.
Well, we had one technical difficulty when we were like a third of the way through our filming day, and I was like, wait, is this mic supposed to be on?
One of the cameras we had a shotgun mic on, and the other we had a lav mic that we like hid on the countertop that we were using, and we completely forgot to turn on the lav mic until about halfway, third of the way through.
Oh, there's an on switch. What's that for? Doggone it. Yeah, those little fun things are always add to the challenge, right?
Yeah, it's definitely one of those little things that can happen when you've got you're trying to do so many jobs at once instead of having a dedicated person for it.
Yeah.
Those little things forgot to turn on the sound.
Yeah. Well, when you have a crew of 3 and 2 of them are on screen, right? Exactly. Was that one of your sister that was a camera operator?
Yep.
Is that right? Okay. Yeah. The last name looked really familiar, so I figured that was probably the case.
Yeah.
So cool. Did you? So there's a cake at the end. Did you guys make that cake, or was it purchased?
Oh, it was purchased.
Okay, it looked pretty legit. It looked like someone did a nice job with the cake.
Yeah.
I mean, it is tasty. Somebody did do a nice job on that.
Exactly. So you guys had the cake mix and everything. Did you actually make a cake then?
No.
Oh, really?
There's well, we kept adding eggs to it for different takes. So there was a lot of egg, and then it probably wouldn't have made the best cake.
Yeah.
But it could have made a fun science experiment.
It could have.
Yeah. I mean, you should have made it, right? Just to see, because who knows?
We'll make it next time.
There you go. Do that. Cool. So when you saw the prop, the card, and the line of dialogue, like what were your thoughts? Like, how did you go through like deciding this is what we're gonna do?
Well, it was actually the dialogue and the prop that actually helped kind of spark the idea, in a way. Because we were trying to think of ways that we could fit that in an organic way, not just like, here's a card randomly in someone's hand or something. So
Good.
They were good prompts. They worked really well together.
Good. Yep, I'm glad. And that's the whole point is, also is trying to create something that will, if someone's sitting there without an idea, maybe, they can use those things as their, as their idea. So as a good prompt, like you said. So cool. I think that's about it. Any other things? Are you guys looking forward to the screening this weekend?
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. So cool.
See everybody else's too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's always my favorite part.
Screenings.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, cool. Well, thank you very much for joining me on this Zoom call. I appreciate it. It's great hearing from you guys. Great seeing your faces after seeing you in the movie. So congratulations on doing a great little film, and look forward to seeing you on Friday. Right?
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good day.
Hey, welcome to the Omaha Film Festival 48-hour challenge Q&A sessions, virtual Q&A sessions. We're here with John Gutowski, who made a film, The Last, which was great and a very interesting film. And yeah, we dug it a lot. So welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So we drew genres out of a hat. What do you think of the genre that you got?
I ended up getting drama, and I honestly did not have a plan for it, but I think what I did with it worked well for it, given that I only used one actor.
Yeah, that's one of the things, one of the dirty little secrets in this is like simplify, right? I mean, make it easy, and like you did some stuff with your audio that made it easier on production, and yeah, but then you made it hard on yourself by adding a lot of visual effects.
Actually, yeah, that's really what got me. The intent was to do that, but the original plan would have been more intensive, not on myself, but on my rendering process, how long it take to render, and I had to simplify it because I just plain didn't have that much time to render everything I wanted to do. So
yeah.
I had some grander plans for what that was, but I had to scale it back a little bit.
Well, how'd you come up with the idea, the idea to, what you ended up shooting?
Well, like I said, I picked drama. I didn't really have a plan. So I figured, all right, I already had one guy says he'll do something. How do I play a drama off one person? Well, it's got to be a personal struggle. It was something people struggle with as an addiction. Obviously, it's implied, it's a pill addiction or whatever he was taking. But a personal struggle is still drama, and it still matters. It still has value to be looked at in a way. So it's not just drama between two people, but a drama between himself, what he sees as the outside world, and obviously inside him.
Yeah, so I have to admit, like for me personally, like the narrative was great, but I wasn't 100% sure. So these are playing after the films have screened, so we don't have to worry about spoilers. but I wasn't 100% sure if he overdosed and died, and that was him like going to the next step, or if he was just tripping, like if he was like super high.
Right, and I intentionally left that ambiguous. That was the point. Originally, I had planned to have him, instead of like lying back on his bed, he's gonna be lying out on the sidewalk. And someone like the voiceover at the end would have been like the medical call, like they're out to respond. So it'd been more implicative that he had overdosed or had some issue, because he ended up being where he wasn't, where he laid down initially. But just one of the problems was the timing, and when I actually got a chance to start filming, we were losing the light, so we couldn't film outside. And I'm like, we'll just do it this way, and it ended up working out just as well, I feel.
Yeah, totally worked. And then so talk a little bit about the visual effects and stuff that you used. Like what was your process like for that?
For that, if you go on YouTube channel, the GetTube there, you'll see there's a video. It's my gut music visuals is really where I started from for that, because that's something I've been doing to play with when I do a live show with gut music. When I perform, I have these visuals playing behind me. They're just different. It's hard to describe them. So I started with that, and I started with some tricks I learned from that to put layers on top of layers. It wasn't anything too complicated. It definitely came across as this a lot more work than I actually did to make it pop the way it did. So I feel like, at least I hope so.
Yeah, totally. And then one of my favorite uses of the greeting card was in your film. That was awesome. And I will be honest, I watched the film and I got done, and I was like, wait, I didn't see a greeting card. Like, was it on his end table? Was it in his, like, what was it? So I went back and I watched it, and I was like, that's awesome. Like, that was, so how'd you come up with the idea to do that?
That was like, what? I needed some, like, it's trippy and weird. So like, why not go full on it instead of just being, oh, here's a greeting card on a table here, just to satisfy it. Let's do something that's more creative. I know a couple of years back, the prop was a Rolodex. Right. And I think the film that ended up winning used it as a computer program instead of actually using a Rolodex.
That was an app.
Yeah, so I was like, that's a great way to use that. That's the type of thing you can do. So, and I was clever that year and used the Rolodex as my credits, which I thought was real neat, but like, so did 10 other people. That was what people did. So doing that, and like, you know what? He needs a way to enter this world. Why not, be greeted by a card? It's a little more of a pun than I think you intended for that prop, but I liked it.
I never don't intend less of a pun. Like that was perfect.
That was the best sentence you ever said today, I think.
Exactly. And there's I'm going to analyze it afterwards and see if it even makes sense. Go back to my old math story problem days and see if it actually worked. So.
Too late. That's my next tattoo, so we're
okay.
Doing that.
Okay. I like that idea a lot. Any relevance to the Nine of Hearts in particular?
It's the first card I pulled out.
Okay.
I used the color red because it pops more on screen instead of using one of the black cards. And then I feel like if I used a face card, I would have had to animate the face instead of throwing one on. You'd expect it to have the face talking. So that's why I used one of the number cards. It was just the first number card that was red that I pulled out of the deck. So
love it. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So what was your process like? So you drew the genre of drama Friday night, and then what was the next 48 hours of your life like?
Well, actually, this is the first time I've done this where I haven't had to work this weekend, so I was less stressed than I normally was about it, because I didn't have to fit it in around going to work. I wrote it Friday night, just kind of like like I said when I talked about picking the genre, it's like, all right, well, how do we do this? And going from there, it's like, oh, well, you could deal with his interpersonal drama. And using the line of dialogue, it's like, oh, well, what's he taking a look at? It's not himself. So he's looking at that part of himself again. And I just built from there, and it's pretty simple. It's like, okay, it went bad because he promised himself he's not going to do this again, but he did it again, and that's who he's fighting with, is himself in that context. So and then so that was Friday night. Saturday we filmed it later. I waited all day to find out if I was going to get talent or if I was going to have to do it myself. Like, we got there just in time to catch the light in the park. if you look at some of the raw video, like I didn't add any noise. That was just how dark it got from like me up the gain of the camera, which worked for it.
Yeah, totally.
But you know, I obviously preferred to have added that later, but that's something we dealt with. And then he had to go do a thing, and he came back, and we recut some audio, and then I ended up leaving the original audio on his part in there because it really worked with his the ADR afterwards. You put those two together and just added something to it.
Yeah, the audio component was you know, with the layers and whatnot, that was, you know, that was a neat effect too. So yeah, so good job on that.
I wish I would add more, spend more time on the actual like the soundtrack and the music, but I think it worked fine. It could have been better, but I'm still happy with it. Obviously, I turned it in, so.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I think only, let me think of the math. Only 100% of the filmmakers wish they had more time.
Right.
And that's the beauty of the 48, right? Is to
almost like it's a challenge. I feel like that might have been intentional.
yeah, well, we should think about that. That's a good idea. Like maybe use the word challenge somewhere in this process.
Just give people a heads up. I don't know.
Let people know what's up. Cool. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You're how many years in a row have you done this?
I think it's 5 already.
Yeah.
I had to think about it. Yeah, that's
Done
5.
them all. So yeah. So
I think I missed the first one, but you know, we've been a regular.
Okay. Yeah. No, I appreciate that. I appreciate you being a regular part of it. That's awesome. Always good to see your name on the list, and always interesting to see your films. Your films are never conventional. Is that a fair word?
Yes, that is.
Yeah. So they're always cool to look at, and they're always certainly interesting. So, so we dig it, and thank you for continuing to support the 48-hour challenge and continuing to participate in it. I appreciate it.
No problem. We'll see you again next year when we do it this
Okay.
year.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll do it again. So. Hey everybody, welcome to the Q&A sessions. We are here with Lauren and Sam, who made the film Other Side. Awesome film, you guys did a great job as always. So tell me a little bit about the process that you guys went through. Like initially you had to draw genre, you guys got drama. What'd you think of that?
It was good. I mean, I was on a team last year. We got drama last year, and we got drama this year.
Nice.
But I mean, it would have been cool to get like comedy or crime or something, but we made it work.
Okay.
I would say it was probably the most challenging. I think based on ideas that we were, you know, maybe trying to think of beforehand, and then it was like complete opposite of what we were thinking.
Because like we had an idea for like something funny or something. We're like, that can't really be drama.
Yeah. But Lauren was like, you know, like, well, let's just embrace it.
Let's just lean into it. Let's just go full drama. And we had 2 actors that we had contacted to be a part of it, so that was good. We knew that they could do drama stuff, so we were just like, let's just go full. Let's go full drama time.
Excellent. Well, you did, and you made it work, and it was like I said, it's ended up with a beautiful film. So that's really cool.
Thank you.
So next year, what are you hoping for?
It would be like crime would be fun. Fun challenge, I think, or comedy.
Good. Okay. Good. And then, so what's the process? So you guys were expecting something or hoping for something different. What's the process that you guys used to come up with the story that you made?
Pacing around over there for 2 hours.
We were up probably till 2 a.m. or 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And I would say the process was just like coming up with ideas and then scratching that idea and then going to a different idea and then scratching that idea, going back to the old idea. And then just like kept repeating that over and over again, losing our minds, and then finally being like, "Oh, we can just do this."
Yeah,
that's how it always ends.
We went
like,
back to the original one.
Yeah,
we're like, let's just make it simpler, and then just do that. But
So you could have saved yourselves a lot of time and heartache if you just would have went with that first idea.
Yes.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah, but now you got to go through that. You got to go through that to get to what's real, right? So
yeah.
So I'm glad you did
being
that.
creative, you're always thinking of the biggest things first.
Very nice. So what do you think of the film? Like, are you happy with what you guys ended up with?
I am.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. Something new. I haven't really
yeah.
done, I don't know, that kind of thing before. Some like really sad story, but happy. But I don't know. So it was a cool new thing to try.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, it was definitely kind of both of us kind of stepping out of what we.
Yeah, because usually it's like funny or everybody dies, even though there was death in this. But it was this. Okay, but
Yeah. She only killed one person in this particular movie.
yeah,
So.
yeah.
Good.
I'm happy with it though.
Your the end of the movie, the credits. There's not a ton of information there. It's like what was your cast and crew, or what was your crew like?
Us and then the actors.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 4 people.
So yeah, great. You guys, so you ran the camera yourself, and you did great audio.
Yeah.
So so anyone that watched your film, anyone that's doing these kind of 48-hour challenges, or anyone that wants to make a film anyway, a short film, one of the little cheats, one of the little hacks is not to record a ton of live audio, right?
Yeah.
So you guys it was mostly voiceover, and then there was kind of just a few lines delivered at the end.
Yeah, just a little bit of ambient, just from on-camera audio, like ambient stuff. But going into it, I'm like, that's going to be the simplest thing. Is just find some good music and a little bit of like ambient stuff. Not try to have a bunch of crazy dialogue scenes. Not having to like have actual audio stuff throughout the whole thing. It was just easier for this.
A lot of people will do the like 15 people sitting around a big circle, and like I don't even, a professional crew, I don't even know how you boom all that or put lavs on everybody, or so you guys did a great job of doing that part. So what was the weekend like? I assume like if I were to do this, which that's kind of how the Omaha Film Festival started, is like by doing a 48-hour challenge with the guys that created the festival. But so Friday night, get together, come up with ideas, right? Saturday shooting, Sunday edit. Is that?
Friday was all writing.
That was probably the roughest part. Just coming up with the idea.
The rest of it actually went really smooth.
Yeah, after that it was actually kind of easy. It was like, I think just with kind of, that's what we were thinking so much about, I guess, maybe, is like trying to keep it simple, but like, still deliver it correctly and everything. So
we started editing Saturday night just to get like a rough locked in, and then Sunday was just focusing on music and color and cleaning up audio and like all that stuff. But just having like a rough locked in Saturday night really helped.
Yeah.
So it was kind of refining Sunday.
Yeah.
But
good.
I mean, it was a pretty smooth process. And the Anna and Sarah were really, really easy to work with.
Shout out to
they were
Anna
really,
You had some real good actors, like you really felt the girl, you really felt her journey. She did a good job of like just playing the scenes by herself in the car and all that. So
they really brought it to life. It's different when it's like in your head and then you're writing it.
I was like, this is gonna be cheesy, it's gonna be weird. But then seeing I was like, yes.
They killed it. They did awesome.
So it was fun.
Yeah, that scene with the two of them together at the end. Like you said, I can imagine sitting there thinking it through and thinking, wow, this could look super cheesy, or it could be, but I mean, I think they pulled it off. I mean, it made a real emotional situation. So so that was great.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
So cool. Any interesting stories or anything from the shoot itself?
I mean, I'd say just like driving around, honestly, was kind of fun because we're kind of location scouting as we're going. So it's not like we had like ideas, but we had no like locations in mind at all. So we're with an actor. We're like, all right, you cool just riding around with us. But yeah, like I think like we went to Crescent, which was a really interesting area. Like I don't know, just I feel like there's a story in itself there. Like if anything, like.
There was a dude we like pulled off to do the scene for like waking up in the car in the morning, and we're all kind of standing outside filming. We look over and there's this dude in his driveway holding a kitten and a tall boy of beer. He's just like standing there watching us
the whole time. Just
we're like, all right,
did not break contact.
And then we drove off, and the whole time he's just staring.
Yeah, just following us. Then next to him, like he's right here, there was also the sheriff that kept circling around watching us. And then the moment like we were like cut, the sheriff was just sitting there watching like the whole take, and then when we got, he just like turned and then drove off. And yeah, we also had a cop talk to us another time
Yeah,
on a
like,
different one.
what you doing? Because we pulled off just to get like the train.
Yeah,
See, that was another like pull off where you can pull off to the side of the road. And we shot the whole thing. Right as we were leaving, he's like, "Hey, so what are you guys doing?" Like, "Oh, we're just leaving." I was like, "Okay, have a good day." Like, all right, thanks.
Nice. Welcome to Crescent.
Yeah. Welcome to a small town.
That's awesome. Cool. What's the, like, looking back on the film, what's your favorite part of it?
I like that conversation that they have at the end. Shooting that was really fun, and I think that's my favorite.
I think I agree too, because it was kind of one of those things where we're writing where it was kind of like, not a whole lot of dialogue, but then I was like, we were kind of like, what if there's just this one moment where they just like talk, and I was like, I feel like if we were write that model, it could be pretty cool. So
yeah,
just fun to shoot and just watch them do their thing. It was really fun.
Yeah,
I think that's
totally.
the favorite part.
And then, so cinematography wise, the whole thing was pretty handheld. Like, was that a decision that you made?
Wanted to be pretty quick and fast, just to be able to shoot stuff. And I like handheld stuff.
I think it just kind of matched the style, and just kind of, I don't know, kind of came to us.
But just quick and easy. If we have to like hop out of the car, be like, oh, that's really cool. Let's shoot that real fast. And just have a quick rig to go do that.
And it's like a journey, so it's like we want the audience to kind of feel like they're there, And I feel like with, handheld, you kind of get that feeling. So
Excellent. Good. I was hoping it was purposeful and you had a good reason for it, and you absolutely did. So good. That's nice to hear. So, and then that location at the end, we were talking about our locations earlier. That location at the end was kind of awesome. Did you guys already know about that spot?
No,
we were just driving.
No,
we saw like there was like a really, really pretty field and then a tree line and this perfect like opening in the trees. And we're like, oh, that looks really cool. I don't know, let's do that. And we got a wide for like walking in there. We're like, oh, I don't know, let's just see what's in there. So we all walked through there and it opened up into this huge, like the sun was hitting perfectly. It goes another field. Yeah, they're like hawks circling. Nice. We're like, okay, yeah, this is the last. Yep, that'll work.
We actually shot the end scene somewhere else originally, and then as we were driving, we saw that, and we're like, nope, we're going.
Like,
no. Because the whole point, not the point of the movie, but one of the the point of the movie is to look beyond what you normally see, right? And it's called The Other Side. So if it's about discovery, right? Going out and finding something that you maybe didn't know was there. So so that was a great way to end the film, and a great location for that. So well done.
Thank you.
So I guess we'll probably wrap it up. I forgot to set my timer, so hopefully we're right about 5 minutes. I assume that's the case. But thank you for making a great film. Thank you for entering the 48-hour challenge, and thank you, Lauren, for sure, for doing these every year. You always do a great job, and you and your team always does an amazing job. And thank you for doing that. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having the 48. It's I always look forward to it. It's just a fun challenge.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 48-hour film challenge Zoom conferences. We have Joel and Angie with us today. We're super excited to have you guys as participants in this year's 48-hour challenge. What was it like this year? What was you guys drew crime. Was that something that you were excited about?
Yeah, I think honestly the only one that really stressed us out potentially would have been drama. I mean, we could have possibly pulled it together, but that would have been hard, especially for our first year.
Yeah, but I think probably wanted horror or comedy, but crime was good. Crime was good.
Good. I'm glad. I mean, you nailed it. I felt like the story was a little bit like it felt kind of familiar, like there was an homage in there somewhere, but it was super subtle. So I don't know if everyone picked up on it, but
yeah, it was a deep cut. It was definitely a deep cut. Yeah.
Yeah. But you guys did a nice job with it. So what was your weekend like? I mean, you draw the genre, and then you have the prop, and you have the line of dialogue. So now what did you guys do?
It was stressful.
Yeah, it was very stressful, and I had a mental breakdown on Monday, but I kept it together for the weekend.
That's right.
So that's fine. No, he really did a lot of the writing on Friday, and then we just kind of together hashed out some of those details. Saturday was really filming with the kids, but his birthday was on Sunday, so Saturday night we had already had plans to go out for his birthday, so we lost a lot of time there.
Yeah.
And then Sunday was all day editing, and I wanted to like rip my hair out. I was so frazzled.
She was editing from about
9:30
by
to
9:30 till
5:36.
Yeah, close to 7, I think, actually, by the time you got it
I got it in about like 6:30.
Yeah.
Because then the computer wanted to like stop working, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna flip out.
Always. I mean, that's every year we hear that story from half the filmmakers. It's like, my computer was crashing an hour before the. So yeah, that's just part of the deal. So what's your editing experience like before this weekend?
Honestly, it's just been over COVID with quarantine. We were bored in the house, didn't know what to do, so we started just making silly films with the family. And that's my only experience with editing is through iMovie, just kind of making those silly films and trying to figure out
experimenting with it.
what I can and can't do, and figuring out things that are really out of my wheelhouse currently, and things that I can try to manipulate.
Well, it's cool that you made the transition from silly films over the summer to like a serious, like straight ahead drama that you guys made for
Real
this
tear.
one. So.
Real
Yeah.
tear.
So
It's right
worked
there.
out really well. So what was the Joel? I know you're a writer. Like, what was it like coming up with the story? Was it the two of you, or did the five of you talk, or was it just you, or how'd that work?
Well, the idea kind of came from my daughter's obsessed with the
The female
Ghostbusters movie. She absolutely loves it.
Like
She
since she was 2.
Watches it constantly, loves it, and she wanted to be a Ghostbuster for Halloween. And so we decided, well, let's just build something around that. She's got a costume, let's build around that. Once we had that general idea, it came together pretty easy, sort of a.
Well, and we had bought the Stay Puffed and the Slimer for the boys because they're 13, and so they're too cool for trick or treating.
Right.
So I thought, well, they could just be her monsters, and because they still want the candy secretly. So I thought they could be her monsters, and no one will know it's them. Because then they're hidden. And so then we had the costume, so we're like, oh well, that kind of works out.
Right. So we kind of saw it as sort of like a caper, like a little caper comedy kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so most of your budget went to wardrobe, it sounds like. So that's
pretty much,
Yes.
that's
Thank
awesome.
you, Target.
Yeah, actors work for scale.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can't even imagine working with those actors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So honestly, what was that like though? I mean, it's funny watching them, they're looking at the camera, they're looking at you guys, and I'm sure you're giving them lines off screen. So what was that like working with them for that?
It's stressful because they don't listen to us naturally. So then trying to get them to listen during a film is really difficult. And like, even in the editing process, it was frustrating because like even when Juno answers the phone, I'm handing her the lines, so I have to cut me out, and then she responds, and then it's me talking, and then it's her, and then it's me, and so it's this sound editing, especially for her, or even just like getting her to like rise up or not look down. But
yeah, we had to bribe them a few times.
There were some tears, and some tantrums and some timeouts, but it's fine.
But that was all you, right? And then what happened to the kids?
Then there's the kids, yeah.
Right.
I think the thing we realized is we're much more patient as parents than we are directors, I think, because probably yelled a lot more as directors than we do as parents. But, I think all the good directors yell, right? That's what they do.
As far as I'm concerned, like James Cameron, I mean, he's made a business out of it, right? So there you go.
I'm pretty sure I said just one more scene, probably 10 times.
One more take.
Yeah.
Like if you had just done it right, then it would have just been one.
Yeah.
Hey, it's on you, kid. Like do it right, and and then we go home, we go to bed, right?
You 4-year-old, get your shit together.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I like it.
It was fun, but yeah, it was not easy.
No, they enjoy it. They do really.
They
like
did.
As much as they tantrum, like they're really kind of coming into their own, and I think they really did a great job. They did.
And they've been on, a dozen or how many films this summer. You guys have been doing it all summer long. So
12.
Yeah, probably that many.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, you're making a bunch of little prodigies. So that's super cool.
Yeah.
So some specific things in the show, when you heard the greeting card as the prop, did that kind of help you like launch your story? Because that's how the movie started.
Yep, it did. We actually had a different introduction, and then that was the prop. We're like, okay, well that makes sense. Let's get it out of the way.
And I wanted like a giant,
Yeah.
like I wanted an oversized greeting card. Do you know I went to like 7 different stores to find an oversized greeting card?
We wanted a giant
Could
Garfield
not
card,
find
like
one.
a great big Garfield card, and we couldn't find one.
Yeah, interesting. Like you'd think like the party store or whatever would have.
Well, and I didn't go to the party store. That probably would have
would've
made
made
a
sense,
little
yeah.
bit more sense. But
There you
this
go.
was Saturday morning after our flu shots. We were
You live and learn.
a little pressed for time. Needed to start
Right.
filming.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What you guys ended up with was great. And then like some of the lines that you gave the kids was perfect. And then like the line of dialogue that you were required to use, like how'd you come up with that?
So that one was really kind of like stressful for me. And I had thought, of like Juno as some badass that's like making one of the stuff, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man turn around before she shoots him. Like, I just wanted to take another look at you, But then he actually came up with the, what if she's looking at herself? And I was like, oh, I kind of like that. Like where she's just like, I look good. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to take another look at you. Like, girl,
Right.
you look good.
Right, because we had the kind of a montage of her, the standard, pulling the suit on, zipping it up, putting the backpack on, the belt, and all that, and idea of just looking at yourself in the mirror and, like I said, you look good, and then throwing that out there. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But that line was probably the hardest.
Yeah, she kind of
honestly.
struggled with that line. She really struggled. It was hard.
It's a lot of words in a row that don't necessarily naturally fit together.
Right, especially for a 4-year-old, and you
For a
can't
4-year-old.
break it up. And she was, I don't know if you can tell when she said it, she had probably been crying a little bit before. So she's like, I just want to take it. And we're like, you know what? It's good. We got it.
I think it was the
Fine.
last. It might have been the last thing we shot. I think it was the last thing we shot.
Should have been the first.
We probably should have been. Yeah.
Like at 11 p.m., 6 hours after her bedtime.
Yeah. Close enough.
You're
yeah.
grounded if you don't do this right.
You lose your iPad forever.
Exactly. These Q&As will go up after the film, so we're assuming that anyone watching this has already seen the movie. The little censored bit. I was watching here in my house, and when that happened, I laughed out loud. I blurt laughed. Like whose
And
idea
what
was
she
it to
really
do that?
says there is marshmallow.
That's all
I'm
she
sure.
You watch
I'm
her
sure.
mouth. She's
Yeah.
like marshmallow, because we had a couple lines in there where Finnegan ran out and was like, "That's too much marshmallow," and she's supposed to turn around and say, "But marshmallows are delicious." But we didn't like how it worked out, and so I loved how her face looked when she turned around, and so I was like, "How can we use that?" And Joel's like, "Well, let's censor it." I'm like, "That's hilarious. I like it."
Yeah, and foul-mouthed kids are always funny. A foul-mouthed kid is always going to be funny.
And the fact that she says marshmallow, it kind of looks like she's like, "Mother,"
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, super. That was, like I said, I blurt laughed, and that was totally cute. So that was awesome. I'm sure everyone else is going to enjoy it as well. And then we got to talk about the special effects, right? That was fantastic.
Thank you.
That was all her.
Yeah.
That was
Very
good.
stressful. I don't like it. I like how it ends up looking in the end, but it's so tedious.
Yeah. So when did you learn that skill? Years ago?
No.
Like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We bought a software package over the summer, and it
It
does
has a lot of different special effects
Yep.
in there.
the kind of drag and drop ones that you can just pop in, and some of them are easier than others. Of course, the ones we use are the hardest ones to do. So
Yeah.
that was not easy.
Well, and it's hard because she's moving, so
Yeah,
I have to go frame
it's-
by frame to follow her.
Yep.
So there was actually one that I did have in there where she moved a little too much, and I couldn't find the right one, and I was like, you know what, we're just taking that
just
scene
threw it
out.
out.
And just throw it
Yep.
out.
Yep.
But yeah, it was. I like how it turned out as
Yeah.
far as the special effects and the blowing up of the boys getting in the container, because we weren't quite sure how that was
Yeah,
going to pan out.
we didn't really have a special effect for that, so we had to improvise a little bit.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a lightning storm, I think it was, and I
Yeah.
just kept blowing it up and making it
Made it really
bigger,
big.
bigger, and it worked.
Well, there's in the original movies, there's a randomness to the way the stuff flows anyway. So I think, that all totally worked. So So I remember Angie talking to you like a week before, and you said, "Well, I have an idea, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do it." So you figured out how to do it. So that's pretty cool. So congratulations.
Thanks.
So yeah, so you do it all again, right? I mean, you like this process?
Yeah, maybe not a movie with kids and special effects in 48 hours.
Well, I think honestly, if depending on when it falls, we just can't have any other plans.
Yeah.
I think it was tough because we had flu shots. Well, he works every Friday night, so we couldn't do anything really Friday except writing a little bit. And then we had flu shots at 10:20 for the kids that were already planned, and then we had going out for his birthday at 5, and so like we had to shoot all of it in the time we got home, and we had to stop and try to find props and stuff, and so it was too much crammed in that.
Yeah, I think we just free up more time, and I think it'd be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Well, super selfish to have a birthday. I think. I mean, that's my take on
I
it.
wasn't thinking. I apologize. I've apologized.
Next year we'll cancel his birthday if it falls on that weekend.
Sorry,
It'll be fine.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think so. Angie, shoot me a message. Let me know what date that is, and I will. I'll make sure to have the festival that weekend.
Oh, perfect.
So,
Good.
yeah.
Because then I don't have to get him a gift or anything.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly. Your gift is a film with the kids.
That's right. No, my favorite part though was the part with the trash can where you see Finnegan open the trash can. Joel was like, "Get in the trash can
hold the camera."
And hold the camera. I was like, "Oh, no."
Yeah.
Like that's not happening.
I was like, "You're the worst assistant cameraman ever."
Right.
Sacrifice a little bit.
Where's your commitment to the art?
Yeah.
Not getting in our nasty trash can. Like it's not worth it. So we ended up using a tripod.
We put a tripod inside of it.
Okay.
Which I was like, that's much smarter than me getting in there anyway.
Yeah, I like the idea of you being in there. That was fun.
I do too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the idea of you being in there. Cool. I like it. All right, cool. What was your favorite part of the weekend? Like, what was the thing that really stood out as far as being awesome, other than the ending film, of course?
I mean, I like the shooting. I like blocking everything out and shooting it.
I like watching the kids like nail certain parts. Like when you don't think that they're gonna do it, like the part where Finnegan and Juno turn around and they see the ghosts. Obviously, it's just Joel and I standing there, and we're like, you see these scary ghosts above us, and like I love watching Juno's face at that part because I thought, oh man, she's gonna like not be able to do this. She's not gonna get in character, and she totally did, and
She
drops
drops the
her pencil, and I'm like,
yeah,
you nailed it! Like I just get so proud of them
and Finnegan scream. We thought maybe we'd have to like do a sound effect, like to make it, scarier or louder, and he did a good job. He was a good scream. He did a good job.
That was a legit scream. So I wasn't sure who was going to scream, but you picked him to do that, and she was the tough one.
And he was so excited. He goes,
as loud as I want.
get to scream as loud as I want, as long as I can. And we're like, yes. He goes, okay.
Done. Done. I like that. And when she first got there, she got the pencil out to be like a detective would do to.
Yep.
I was like, oh, I wonder if she's gonna do this, and then she totally she dug it into the slime and held it up, and like all that stuff was perfect.
When I had the pencil in her hair, and she's like, so she pulls it out because she's like, why is this in my hair? I'm like, well,
that's where you'd hold it.
That's where it would be.
Yep.
She learned a lot.
Yeah.
Her favorite part though was because I asked her earlier when they were potentially gonna participate with us. I asked what her favorite part was, and she said the experiment. Because so we had dry ice and we had her pour water in there, but she didn't know. She's never seen dry ice before. So her look of elation is genuine. She is like, oh,
it's not acting.
Like that was amazing.
She did not know that was going to happen.
Yep. And I would say even us older people that know what's going to happen, it's still cool, right?
Oh, it is.
It's still awesome.
It really is. It's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah. It's little scientists sitting there working on stuff.
Yeah.
So very nice. Okay, great. Well, we'll wrap it up. We've been talking for about 10 minutes, and I wanted these to all be 5 minutes, and I don't know how to have a conversation about a film in 5 minutes. So they're all running long, so it's all good.
Yeah, use what you want.
Yeah, exactly. But no, thank you for doing this. I appreciate you guys making a film and making it super cute and super awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
And we're looking forward to the screening on Friday.
Yeah, us too.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 48-hour film challenge Zoom Q&A sessions. I'm here with Jamin Rush's team for the film This Again. Big crew here. I'd like to kind of, let's go through one at a time. And I don't even know how to do that. But introduce yourself and say kind of what you did on the film. Looking at my screen, Kate is first, so we'll start with you, I guess.
Oh, hi. My name is Kate Pryor, and I was a producer and actor in the film. And I casted the film as well and kind of got the ball rolling on getting our team together. So,
awesome. Matthew's next on my list.
Yeah, hey guys, I'm Matthew Brooks, and I functioned as a director of sorts for this film. So, and anything we really needed as we went along. Everyone was pitching in for whatever we needed.
Excellent. A director of sorts. I like that a lot. Jose, you can go. I'm guessing most people that have watched the film will know exactly who you are. So introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Jose Zapata, and yeah, I tend to stick out on the film, and I was one of the actors in the film as well.
Awesome. Cool. Jamin, this whole thing is your fault, so you can introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, man, it'd be my fault, I guess. But yes, I was one of the producers, and then during production, sound recordist.
Awesome. And then next on my screen is Christine.
I'm Christine Burright, and I was the screenwriter on this project, and I also got roped into a little acting as well.
Yes, you did.
You didn't write that role for yourself?
Well, I was like, we're short. Who's going to act in it? And they were like, you are.
You are.
Exactly. Dale, you're up next.
Yeah, I'm Dale Brooks. I did a little of the camera operating and then edited the piece together for you.
Awesome. Awesome. And you're listed as the director too, right?
Well, by mistake.
So we get with deadline, but 7 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, with that deadline, it was kind of like Brooks. All right, cool. Here we go.
Nice. I like it. Maisha?
Hi, I'm Aisha Essex, and I was an actor, I would say of sorts, just like Matt, because we also helped with creating the project as well.
Awesome. And last but not least, Paige.
Hiya, I'm Paige Nola. I would also say I was an actor of sorts and helped pile all the stuff onto Jose in between takes, made sure it was same for continuity's sake. It was a fun task just to was at him.
Awesome. Cool. Well, let's start with the story. I assume this was like based on true events, right? I mean, clearly, Christine, like this has happened to you, right? That's how you came up with the idea.
So I came up with this idea because I've long said that my biggest nightmare is that I will one day like run into all my ex-boyfriends together, and I will realize that they are friends and all they do is talk about me and how terrible I am. So with that in mind, we kind of as a group hopped on a call, and I pitched the idea, and then together we sort of concepted the setup and the card as kind of like the running bit between all the girls, and how it escalates into this like final culmination of the girls getting together and walking off together as a group and leaving Jose in the parking lot with his pile of accoutrements for his canceled date.
Right. So so you were the official writer, but how collaborative was the process for everybody? Like you sat around and pitched ideas?
Yeah, I'd say it was pretty collaborative. I'm ultimately the one that put the words on the page, but the concept came together as a group for sure. Yeah, like what the film ended up being, I would have never come up with on my own. So it was truly a writer's room, collaborative environment, and I thought we all just gelled really, really well together, and we were all on the same page with where we wanted the story to go.
Awesome. So I'll just open it generally to everybody. But when the genre that was drawn was comedy, was everyone cool with that? Were you guys excited about that, or?
We were so happy. I remember I haven't even met Kate yet, and I texted her. I was like, "Comedy, yes!" Exclamation mark all above. I was super excited about it because Christine was part of the team. I actually, during the spring, I sat in on the screenwriting competition.
The Writers Theater?
Yeah, the Writers Theater that they put on. I remember specifically hearing Christine's work about the wedding photographer and Kate's, and I think Kate performed that piece, and I was just like, that is spectacular. And then when I talked to Kate and she said Christine would be joining us, I was like, we have to manifest comedy. Like, we need to send all the good vibes our way. And you guys called it, and we were just like, nailed it. I was so excited.
Mark would have been so screwed if we didn't bring on a screenwriter that writes comedy. So.
Yeah.
Damien is so unfunny. It's awful.
Yep, that's fair. That's fair. Well, good. Yeah. So, yeah, that was. And I will give you an address at the end where you guys can mail a check to me for that. So. It worked out great. So what was the weekend like? I mean, you had this, 48 hours. It's a big challenge, and obviously we got the launch stuff started a little bit late, and then you have 48 hours to do. So what was your 48 hours like? To the floor, to the panel.
Well, there's a lot that goes into it. Our system was relatively simple. We wanted to sit down and concept the night of. So as soon as we got the topic, the prop, and the line of dialogue, we all hopped on Zoom. It's kind of a benefit for everyone being on Zoom. We were able to gather right away, and we concepted for about an hour or two. Sent it on to Christine, and she put that together in almost 2 hours, and we were able to gather still that night and review and go over and kind of finalize the script so that we could wake up in the morning and jump right into production. So the turnaround time just for the concept phase really benefited the whole team. And then the next day we were able to, we had a little trouble with location early on. It was tough to get that set, but once again, Christine came through and we found a place in and around Papillion, and we're able to do the shoot throughout the day, send the dailies off to with Jamie and Dale, so Dale could get working. And then Sunday was all editing, and then Jose, Jamie, and I went out and got a last couple of shots. So the process itself went smooth. I mean, it's a time crunch for everybody, and there's a lot of details in there. But that was kind of the overview of how the weekend went.
Cool. And who was responsible for locations? You said was that you, Kate?
I mean, I had suggested some parking lots. Some of them worked, like, it didn't really work out as far as where we were going to shoot, but the general area. And then they found it, I think Christine and Matt and Jamie and found some of the Dollar Tree, and then Christine's friend owned a lot. And then we ended up shooting in a different lot that the owner came through, and maybe that's a story for later, but we also had a pool party that was a cleanup pool party that was happening behind us at one point too. So
always good for audio, right?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Cool. Yeah. So what were the Dollar Tree people cool with it, or did we even talk to them?
Yeah. So I went in and talked to the people working at Dollar Tree, and they were a little skeptical at first, and they were unsure of what role that they had to play. But we stayed mainly outside, and they didn't have much of a problem with it at all. There was a couple of things that Jamie and I passed back and forth as we were thinking about locations initially. Finding permissions is really tough in such a short span of time. So having to weigh some of the risk of kind of a run and gun shooting, and then where we want eventually to post it and what implications that might have for where we end up posting and sharing this is something to consider. But in 48 hours, it's really tough to put together.
Yeah, and you definitely needed a store, because the whole point is he's buying stuff, right? So
yeah, that was actually a really tricky component of it, because we had located kind of an abandoned storefront and considered the idea of maybe in post adding special effects to make it appear as if it was an actual store, but that would have been really, really difficult in the time frame that we had to make that look convincing as a place that's bustling. You know, the word is bustle, and you got to have it bustle a little bit. And so we were lucky to be able to pull together just one simple establishing shot that we could reuse and create that illusion of a bustling parking lot.
Yeah. And then can you buy microwaves in Dollar Trees? I don't know if that's.
You can in this world.
Okay.
I think that one came from the
Use
break
one.
room.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jose found it.
It was
Yeah, that's
display.
perfect,
Didn't even have a box. Total display.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the display model.
Jose, I feel bad for your car too, because that trunk got wrecked from that microwave. The amount of takes we did on that.
Ooh.
Yeah, the side of the door, the trunk, yeah, that whole side, it's beat up, but it's all good. It in the name of art, and it was beautiful. It was fun. I totally enjoyed it. So it was no worries there, guys.
And then you got your exercise in that. You didn't have to go to the gym because you got your workout, right?
Man, I got my steps in. I was lifting stuff all day long, man. So yeah, and the next day. So it was a good workout overall, for sure.
You're
Got
welcome.
a battle wound.
Oh, did you get injured?
Thanks, Mark.
Oh, he does, yeah.
Had a
Nice.
souvenir.
That's right. Remember it fondly. So that's good. Awesome. Any interesting stories from the shoot beyond what we've already talked about? Feel free. Anyone can jump in with that.
No, I thought it was just funny because like here we are on, we got the location, we got the GPS, we even Google Maps the location of this parking lot. So we show up, we start unloading everything, we get the equipment out, and we start filming. I think we're like 2 or 3, I would say 2 scenes for sure in, and then this Jeep kind of like creeps in to check on what we're doing, and then has this conversation with Matt, basically being like, what are you guys doing? And we're like, oh no, we like got the okay. This is the owner said we were. He's like, I'm the owner, and I said, I didn't say anything. And we're like, are we in the wrong parking lot? Or he's like, yeah, you're definitely in. So then got the clarification though, and he, Matt was able to talk to him and be like, hey, this is kind of what we're doing. Are you okay with this? And he was like, he's totally fine with it. Just didn't know what we were up to, but like that was definitely one of the big hiccups for sure.
When you come rolling up in the van that Jamie owns, then you kind of got to clarify your purposes for a lot of people. But
That's the production van there.
And that production van looks a little. You need optics, digital media on the side to make it look a little more official. Maisha, I'm surprised you still have feet left after the shoot.
Yeah. So I decided I was going to wear heels because I'm pretty short, and the other ladies are not so short. And I was up first in the scene, so I stood up the entire time, like 7-8 hours in heels. So by the time we were done, I was definitely crawling to my car. So yeah.
On concrete, no less. It's like that makes it even worse. So kudos to Maisha for sticking it out, to not making us have continuity issues where in some scenes she's much shorter and in some scenes.
And that's, those lessons, that's why Jamie doesn't wear heels on his shoots anymore either. So
exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I had them packed, but yeah, it just wasn't going to work with the boom. And so
I like it. So the line of dialogue, which I thought was delivered at the right time and delivered perfectly, like how did we come up with that? Right.
So the placement of the final line, that was actually Kate had come up with that. I had put it in a different place with a different lead up to it. And then she suggested moving it towards like the end, the very last, like parting words. Which I think was a perfect call. It was brilliant where it was.
A good spot for it. And yeah, like I said, delivered. I guess, but based on my personal experience, I've had a lot of that type of interaction with the ladies, so it makes perfect sense. So there you go. So cool. Well, we're trying to keep these. I've been trying to keep these Q&As at 5 minutes. We're way past that. And I've yet to do any of them at 5 minutes because there's just always so much to say. So with that, we will wrap it up. Thank you guys very much. Great film. We're looking forward to seeing it on Friday. And thanks for participating in the Omaha Film Festival. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for putting this on. It was really nice you guys create the space for people to come together and be creative after such a tough year. You know, it really was a breath of fresh air.
For sure.
So kudos to you guys and your team.
Yeah.
Good.
It was much needed.
The 48, it's a special
Thank
place
you,
in my
guys.
heart for sure. So I always say it's the heart to my heartland for film here.
Oh, that's nice. We'll use that for a poll quote. Thank you. Okay.